Divine masculine and feminine energy exists in all things, including people, and in a world dominated by masculine energy, more and more people today are looking to tap into the divine feminine. Here's what the divine feminine archetype is all about, plus how to embody it to bring more balance into your life. Divine feminine and divine masculine can't exist without the other. This means that despite our cultural associations of masculine and feminine with men and women, respectively, we all have both energies within us. They just might not be evenly balanced. Too much masculine, and we get aggression and domination. Too much feminine, and we get disempowerment and stagnation. Everyone has both the feminine and the masculine qualities. It's not about what sex you are, explains intuitive counselor and sacred space designer Alana Kilkenny. She adds that the place where these two sit in balance is a sweet spot that we should strive for in our day-to-day life. The energy of the feminine embodies the nurturer, the healer, the compassionate peacemaker, while the masculine energy is focused on doing and achieving, says spiritual author of the Self-Love Experiment Shannon Kaiser. They're meant to complement and support each other. They are the yin and yang. Qualities of the divine feminine. The qualities of the divine feminine can be seen throughout many religious and spiritual traditions in the form of goddesses and powerful feminine figures such as Shakti in Hinduism, Venus in Roman mythology, etc. The divine feminine is soft but fierce when necessary, loving, and supportive. As Kaiser notes, it's the paradigm of universal motherhood. Again, don't let the word mother throw you off. Everyone can access their inner divine feminine, regardless of gender. Through honoring the sacred feminine, she says, we find natural access to spiritual qualities like receptivity, patience, the ability to listen, and the care for all of life. 9 ways to connect to your divine feminine. We very much live in an action-oriented society, which tends to veer more into divine masculine territory. Connecting to the divine feminine within is all about slowing down and being rather than doing. It's also about embodying those aforementioned qualities, like compassion and intuition. Here's how you can start tapping into this energy in your everyday life. 1. Reclaim rest. As Kaiser explains, we're fueled by a get more done mindset and constantly on a mission to achieve more, do more, get more. To resist this temptation, try to allow yourself to simply be, and do virtually nothing. Yes, nothing. In the power of the pause, we can tap into the divine grace of the feminine, she notes. Try sitting in silence for just 5 minutes. No music or distractions, just allowing yourself a moment's rest. 2. Embrace your sensuality. Kilkenny notes that divine feminine energy embraces all things sensual. Not necessarily to be confused with sexuality, sensuality is all about physical pleasure, whether in the form of self-care, textures, pleasing sights, etc. It's tactile, and Kilkenny says we can embrace it by getting in touch with the feeling side of things. Light a favorite candle, cook a fragrant meal, and let the smells and tastes envelop your senses. 3. Journal. Reflection and going within is a big part of divine feminine energy. So, going inside and journaling, Kilkenny notes, is a nice way to take time to reflect and tap into your feminine energy within. Kilkenny particularly likes Julia Cameron's beloved morning pages technique, which involves writing 3 pages without stopping every morning. This practice can help you look within while tapping into your creativity, another quality of the divine feminine. 4. Practice self-love. According to Kaiser, the ultimate way to embrace the divine feminine is to practice self-love. And that means loving yourself as you are, not as you think you should be. One of the biggest components of self-love is self-compassion, and compassion is the love language of the sacred feminine, she adds. Try looking in the mirror and saying, I am willing to activate the divine light within me, Kaiser suggests. Further, practice seeing yourself in the eyes of source energy, God, the divine, etc., which is one of the best ways to live in the energy of the sacred feminine, she notes. 5. Get in touch with your dreams. Interpreting your dreams can be a great way to get in touch with your divine feminine because, again, it's a means of reflecting on your inner world. Dreams have a lot of symbolism that can connect with synchronicities and other things coming up with your life, Kilkenny explains. Noticing that, being aware of that, and being present enough to connect to that falls into the category of the divine feminine. 6. Incorporate more yin energy in your space. Kilkenny was classically trained in Feng Shui before becoming a sacred space designer and notes that simply incorporating more yin or feminine energy into your space is one easy way to get the divine feminine energy flowing. Yin in the home is very soothing, so Kilkenny suggests prioritizing lighting, colors, and textures that support a calming environment. 7. Prioritize me time. Everyone needs time to reconnect to themselves, Kaiser explains, which is why she has a practice that she likes to call Me Matters Time. This is a time to reconnect with your inner self, be it through a morning prayer, a meditation, an afternoon cat nap, or watching the sunset, she notes. Treat this time as a sacred space for you to honor your own divine light, she says. Don't cancel on yourself to do the laundry or more work, carve this time out each day. 8. Tap into your intuition. We're all familiar with the idea of a mother's intuition, with intuition being strongly connected to the divine feminine. Tapping into this intuition is a great way to connect to your own feminine energy by going within, tuning in, and seeing where you're at, Kilkenny explains. It's about getting quiet with yourself and not going outward for information but rather receiving it from within, she adds. 9. Go within before acting. And finally, if you're looking to incorporate more of the divine feminine into your life, Kilkenny says another good way to do so is to get in the habit of going within before taking outward action. If you're thinking about how you want to handle something in life, you can either grab the bull by its horns, which would be masculine, or it could be more about intuitive listening and going inside first for an answer before turning it into action, she says.